The Canadians showing a lot of resiliency tonight. A couple of crooked numbers on the old manually operated scoreboard here at Nat Bailey Stadium, but that 3 looms large for the Tri-City Dust Devils, who just cannot seem to find success here at Nat Bailey. And now you get the left-hander Luke Gillingham, who in my estimation has been the ace out of the Canadians bullpen. His 24th appearance, he's 2-1 with a 2.40 ERA, but get this, 40 strikeouts in 30 innings. He's walked 11. A kid that for 2 years was on the ocean on a USS Destroyer representing the United States as a part of the Navy. Didn't pick up a baseball for 2 years, but the Blue Jays hung with him, and now he's rewarding them with an unbelievable season here in Vancouver. And Gillingham is as crafty a lefty as you'll find. Rarely a straight pitch.
He's a fun guy to watch pitch. We've seen him a few times already on national television, and what an incredible story to go from serving his country to now not picking up a ball to now being on the mound and being one of the most reliable relievers that the Canadians have.
It's been a lot of fun. This inning, by the way, we're in the 8th, that is brought to you by Steamworks, which is Vancouver's original steam brewery. Jack Stronach is going to take his swings against Gillingham. The old lefty-lefty matchup as the pitch is fouled off and the count goes to 0-1. Five baseball game. And a curveball that misses a little bit up. Stronach's hitting .237 this year. He's got a couple of home runs to go with a dozen RBI. Pretty good pitch. Not called for a strike.
You know what I like about Gillingham? He never gives in. Right there, he's 2-1, and hey, you know what? I trust my curveball. I'm going to drop another one. Obviously, he falls to 3-1, but oof, thought that pitch was close too.
Well, you got a leadoff runner, and Gillingham does not walk a lot of guys, just his 12th walk of the entire season. But unfortunately, Jack Stronach's the leadoff guy.
Definitely not the way you want to start off an inning right there with the leadoff walk. It's always tough, and the trouble that you definitely do not want to get the inning started. But as he's proven before, he can get out of some big situations.
The pitch in for a strike, and the count goes to no balls at 1 strike. Tri-City, and we can't stress this enough, he's looking for the knockout punch on the Canadians that would eliminate them from postseason contention. Canadians are trying to stay alive with this one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Holmza, a .220 hitter. 6-hitter tonight is the pitch called for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Broke a bat flare. Gillingham's going to field it cleanly. Immediately turned around to see if he might be able to double off Stronach, because Stronach got the memo on that one. So it's simply a pop out, and it'll bring up Mason House in this game. House 1 for 3 and single and a run scored. But you know what? That's what makes Gillingham so tough.
And I'm laughing because it's who he is. Just never gives in, and his pitch is just, he never throws anything straight. He doesn't give in, comes right at you, and that's exactly what you want when you have somebody coming out of the bullpen, or any pitcher coming out of the bullpen. He really relies on his on his off-speed pitches.
Oh man, you're
And
not lying.
you know, he does a really good job of locating his fastball, but his off-speed pitches is what makes him and what helps him keep those hitters off balance.
Pitch misses. You know, Gillingham, before he went to serve his country, was one of the top strikeout getters in all of the NCAA. I mean, he has a feel for the strike zone, understands the magnitude of the moment, and is cool as a cucumber. You think where he was a year and a half ago. Pitches up, and now the count goes to 3-1.
Just seems to be rushing a little bit right now. It's not the crisp, sharp Gillingham we're used to see him. Just rushing a little bit, close off, get back on it, stay on top of the ball, and good things will happen.
High drive and a right, that's not coming back. That is a 2-run ball that is smashed. Mason House just hit his first home run of the season, and it is a big home run as he made that park look real small on a ball that just jumped off the bat.
And sometimes that's what happens when you fall behind in the count right there. You're down 3-1. You have to come over the fat part of the plate, and House definitely took advantage of that pitch. That is a well-struck ball. You see it right here. 3-1 count, fastball up and in, just right where a lefty likes it. Wow, you can just tell right there. He knew it was gone right off the bat.
There's not many guys who can pimp home runs in Vancouver. House just did. Swing and a miss now, and that'll be the wake-up call for Luke Gillingham, as now he tries to get back to work on Jason Pineda. But you think of how hard the Canadians worked to get those 3 runs just to get back to the line of scrimmage, only to watch Tri-City get it right back.
And I feel like their bullpen's kind of been one of their stronger suits all year, and tonight it's let them down just a bit.
The pitch from Gillingham on its way. Breaking ball just misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 41 minutes after 9 o'clock. We say good morning to everybody on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, and you just see Gillingham's not comfortable out there. He's just not crisp. Just something's a little off, and you know, bullpen guys, when they've been so good all year, sometimes tend to have that one bad game, and it's just the way this game is. There's a lot of ups, there's a lot of downs, and it's just riding that wave and being able to work through it.
Still just the 1 out in the inning. You look ahead to the Vancouver Canadians when we get to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Sloniger, who's 0 for 3. Eden is 1 for 3. Robertson, he's 1 for 3 with a run scored. But now the Canadians down by 2. The pitch on its way. He's a high fly ball above first base, ranging into foul territory. He's Horwitz, stays with it, and comes down with a second out here. And just like that, you know what? It's a nicer play than maybe I gave it credit for, because you got a new kid that doesn't know the dimensions. You got the security guard, the tarp, the road team in the dugout just steps away, but he keeps his eye on the prize and comes down with a baseball for the second out.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy ball to play, especially in this stadium. You got short foul ball ground. You got the dugout right next to you. Like you said, the security guy there. Nice play by Horwitz.
First pitch to Matthew Acosta misses. Everett and Spokane are tied at 4 in the bottom of the 8th. High fly ball and fouls off, and the recipe really comes down to one thing. It's, can the Canadians sweep Tri-City? That's the only way that they keep their postseason hope alive. And now they've got 6 outs to the Vancouver Canadians to try and save the second half of the season. 1-1. Pitches up in the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. The mathematics, Ricky, are very simple. Spokane's got to win the division, which would give them the first half and the second half pennant. And then the other 3 teams are judged on their merits in the second half. Pitching for a strike, and the count goes to 2-2. But if Tri-City beats Vancouver tonight, there just won't be enough games for the Canadians to catch up, because Tri-City will not only have that lead, but they'll also have the tiebreaker.
And it's always tough when you fall in that hole right from the beginning, and it just tells you that whether it's the first game of the year or the last game of the year, they all matter. And I think sometimes people are like, oh, we tend to talk about, oh, we got 2 weeks, we got enough time, and now we're talking, we got a few games left and we got to win out to make it to the playoffs. That's why I can't stress it enough. Every game is important. It doesn't matter if it's the first, second, or third game of the year. Every game is important.
Well, Gillingham gets what he wants, but I can tell you this, as he walks off the mound, he's probably got a couple of words, maybe not best for TV, as right now the Vancouver Canadians, on the heels of a 2-run home run off the bat of Mason House, now go to the bottom of the 8th, trailing by a score of 7-5. Let us go down one last time to the other part of the old team. Where you been, Caroline Frolic?
I've just been watching the game, Rob and Ricky. I can't believe this is the final broadcast. That's okay, you guys can come on through. The final broadcast of the season here on Sportsnet Pacific. Now, Rob, Ricky, and I just want to take a quick thank you to all of you who tuned in this season. It really is a big deal to us, because it's the first year of a multi-year relationship with Sportsnet. Now, looking in, this is exactly what you saw. A sold-out crowd every single night. We couldn't be happier to bring the Vancouver Canadians into your home. Now to the dancing grounds crew, the hot dog makers, the ushers, everyone here at the Nat, thank you. And to all of you who come to the ballpark every single night and cheer us on, God, just really thank you. This is your team, and we couldn't be more proud to call Vancouver home. Guys?
Caroline Frolic bleeds Canadians red.
Yes, she does.
Man, I'll tell you what, she's done a fantastic job for us all season. And Caroline, you're as much a part of this team as anybody. And to the best fans in baseball, we couldn't have done it without you. And you hear about it, but to actually be able to show it to you tonight, I mean, think about it. It's a lazy Wednesday night in Vancouver. And look at what you see here. And Caroline Frolic's done a great job. And what a thrill to have her join us here on this Sportsnet broadcast.